To serve great food is to create memories for your customers.
But it takes more than luck.
It takes consistency, creativity, and the drive to see things through.
And every day, the stakes are high, which means it's time to stand up
from your computer and start getting real. To own your kitchen is to own your bottom line.
This is the real world. And now...
This is the real world. And now...
This is the real world.
And now is the time to foodify your business.
All right, Scott, here we are, another week.
Pulling in Altamontes, picking up some ingredients.
That's it.
We got a fun challenge today.
Oh, this is one I'm going to enjoy, One, there's so many different ways to make this, that I think most people don't think about. And we'll go through them once we get to the kitchen and we're preparing the one I am going to do. But there are many different ways to prepare this. But it's definitely one of my favorite. We're going to make lasagna. I think it's great for restaurants, right? Because it's something that you make ahead of time, and then all you have to do is heat it and serve it. And it actually sits, it sits for a few hours. It just keeps getting better. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's an easy one to throw on the menu. It can be a special, and you just when it's out, right? You're not making another lasagna tonight, or whatever. You serve what you serve, you have it. So.
Right. You make a couple trays of it. You could use it for Friday, Saturday night. You don't have to go crazy with it, but you make a couple trays. You probably add a couple trays, probably get 24 to 30 portions, depending on the pan you use. I think you would probably sell that in one night. But then that's when you see, hey, let me get this on the menu again next week for specials. But I'm going to make 60 portions.
Yeah.
Just like anything else. Just have to trial and error, put it out there. See how they receive it, and that's it. But all right, so we're here at Altamontes. We got our shopping list. We're going to head inside. We'll see you in there. All right, so we've got everything. So we got a fresh mozzarella slice. We got a pecorino romano. We got a ground meat. We got our fresh pasta sheets, which really make a big difference. Nice fresh homemade ricotta. None of that prepackaged stuff. Got our onion, parsley, basil, garlic. A couple things I need from the other store that they don't have here. I'm going to stop and grab them. I think then we're set. We'll see you in the kitchen. Welcome to If Your Business Podcast. Here we are in the kitchen. So now we're going to make a nice bolognese for the lasagna. Okay. So this is my bolognese that I would make if I was going to put it over any kind of macaroni. All right. But I use this for the meat filling in the lasagna. Got it. All right. So got everything here that we need. We got our ground beef, pork, and veal. Again, use any protein you want. If you wanted to go heart healthy, go with turkey or chicken. You really almost don't know the difference. And then go with a brown rice pasta or lentil pasta. So heart healthy on your menu, right? So there we have our protein. We have our carrots, garlic, onions, parsley, basil, chicken stock, salt, and pepper. That's simple. Of course, olive oil to saute everything in. So let's get started. All right. Yes, I'm roasting some garlic here, which you will see this in a little bit. This is going in to our ricotta mixture for the lasagna. So there we got this. This is heating up. Get our oil in. All right, we'll go with the onions. Onions, garlic, carrots all going at once. Again, we're sauteing, we're not frying.
That sizzle right off the bat.
But you gotta have the sizzle, baby. There you go. Now carrots are going in, which really gives a great depth of flavor to carrots. Around, get coat it in oil. Again, I'll lower this in a minute. I don't want to fry it. And you smell it already. I'm going to turn that down a tiny bit. Alright. Again, we're sauteing. We're not frying. Okay? That's what's important. So right here is where we want to start seasoning and lighters. A little bit of salt in there. A little bit of pepper. Got that nice sound that it's cooking, you hear it? There we go. Again, it's about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's going to get it soft. It's going to cook down for about 40 minutes. So everything's going to get nice and tender.
Yeah.
But we just want to get it started, get it going. We're almost there. Next in is the beef and pork and veal. Ground beef, pork and veal. We're going to put that in about 30 seconds. That's okay. This is almost ready for it. Okay.
Yeah, another pretty easy recipe that you're making from scratch.
This is one that everyone thinks it's a bolognese, takes all day to cook. It doesn't. It's going to taste like it cooked all day, but you're literally doing it in 45 minutes by the time you prepped and everything. So it's really easy. And you can use the same bolognese recipe. Just do bolognese with it. You don't have to do lasagna.
Right, so you just put it over like a pasta by itself.
Yeah, I'm big with like a nice pappardelle.
Okay.
Or kind of like pappardelle best. Hold it. It's a little thicker. Hold it really good.
Sure.
Tagliatelle is nice too. It's a little thinner on pappardelle. But all right, we're looking good here. So we're going to get this in. I'm going to brown this up. This won't take long either. Get it all broken up in here so it starts cooking down. And we're going to let it simmer for a minute. We're going to let it sit there for a minute. Start browning. Next in, go over our tomatoes. We'll go over our chicken stock. And then we'll add the fresh herbs later, not now. Because this is going to have the liquid that's going to cook down. It's going to take about 40 minutes to cook out.
All right.
So we're starting to see it here. Starting to cook. Turn brown. Looking good, making me hungry.
Smell is already delicious.
Can you smell it? I guess not. Sorry.
When they make it, they can smell it then. They add it to the menu.
And you want to keep chopping this down. You don't want it to be solid, right? You want to chop it up. That's why I keep working it. Again, it's a little, labor intense, but it's not crazy.
Right. I mean, again, we've done a lot of dishes. Is this a little harder maybe than a few of them? Sure, but is this going to give you a really great product?
Right.
Not every item is going to be able to be made in 3 minutes in your kitchen.
Right.
The nice part is to have a mixture of some things that maybe take a little time.
Well, here's the good thing about this. Once you prep it in a day, now all you're doing is heating and serving.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's a perfect product for that. This gets even better.
And we talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
That having the line ready items makes busy shifts, especially now with more to go food and doing more volume, to make it easier to execute a line, in my opinion, is well worth the extra little bit of time it might take in prep when it's a controlled environment, right?
I'd rather the prep be the labor intensive
We
part.
can say, you know what, we need to schedule people here at 9 a.m. today instead of 10. We can adjust that. When it's busy, right? So I'd much rather have nice, easy line execution.
Sure, and you want to get it out to the customer fast, and you don't want to stress out everyone that's working either.
Right.
Trying to, I gotta make lasagna, you can't do that, that's impossible. No. So this is the way to do it. You're going to see that it's really not that labor intensive. Cooking this right now is the hardest part.
Right.
Because you got to be here, you got to wait for it.
Sure.
You really can't go prep something else.
Right.
Right? A lot of items that we teach you can be working on something else and still seeing what's going on here.
You do this today, this is going to be good for how many days now?
It's good for a week.
So it's not, you're doing this once a week, maybe twice a week at most.
And the more it sits, the better it gets. This is why I think it gets better.
So it's not something you're going to add to your prep list 7 days a week.
So here you go, guys. Take a look at this. See how, this is why you got to work it and you got to continuously break it up, because you see how we got here? It's going to spread real easy on the lasagna once it's done. So that's why I was working it like that. You could throw it in there and walk away and let it cook and come back in an hour, probably still gonna be rolling in the middle.
Sure.
This is how you work it down and you get a great product.
It really still didn't take that long.
No.
I mean, how long have you been working it? For 5-6 minutes?
At the most. That's the most. We didn't season the beef, so I'm gonna season that now. A little bit of salt there. Get that seasoned. A little salt.
And you like always season that when it's already in here? Would you ever pre-season that meat? Okay.
I would do it in here, one pre-season. And give it a good mix. So everything's going to be seasoned. We're going to make a ricotta mixture. We're going to salt and pepper that. The marinara that we're going to use on for the top's already been salt and peppered. So everything's been seasoned and it's ready to go. So now here we go. We get these 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 14-ounce cans. $14.5. I say 14 all the time. It's 14.5. So we get this mixed in now. We'll incorporate it. That was great. So, there you go with that. Next thing is the chicken stock. Take a look at that.
That's great.
That's where we're at there. And here we go. Now we're going to get this to a nice simmer. And as the liquid evaporates and it comes down to a nice thick bolognese is when we're done. About 40 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna get this heat up all the way. All right, got it up all the way. Get it to that simmer, we'll cover it and we'll let it cook down. All right, I'm gonna get washed up and we'll show you how to do the ricotta mixture. All right, so the meat filling's working back there. It's looking good, simmering down. We got that going. Now we got to go with the ricotta filling, okay? You could just put ricotta in there and that's it and be done. You know, people do that.
Right.
So
You're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. So I got 3 cloves of garlic I've roasted.
Okay.
20 minutes at 350. All right. Got some fresh chopped parsley. Some salt and pepper in there. I season everything. Season the layers. And we go 1 egg.
Okay.
Help combine it. That's it. There you go. I'll mix that up. Take the spoon. Give this all a nice mix. Everything combined real well. No, don't be shy. You feel like you need to stir something.
I might need to get back here and help you in the kitchen over here. I think we got a couple some dishes working.
It's nice that you're stirring that. I appreciate it. I'm used to doing everything by myself. This nice mix. And this is going to be part of your filling. We'll show you in a few minutes how we layer all this. But that's it. There you go. That's delicious like that. You can eat this on its own, minus the egg, but since the egg's in it, it's going to cook. There you go. That's it. You know, that's going to be filling inside. We'll refrigerate it so everything's done cooking, and I'll pull it out when we're ready. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to build out the lasagna. All right, everything's done. Bolognese is made. Quick marinara is made. Got the ricotta mixture. We got our mozzarella, we got our fresh pasta, we got our cheese. We want to finish off this, right? I like to finish with the fresh herbs. For them not to cook a minute.
Keep that color nice and vibrant,
Yeah.
not cooked down, mixes right in perfectly.
Still got a little steam coming out here, but it's cold off enough to do this.
Okay.
Now, your time, like I said, it takes 40 minutes to cook this. Your time may vary a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, we were right around 40 minutes. So, all right, so you got your quick marinade. That's going to go on the bottom. All right, okay. And this is on the website. This is up there always because we use this for a lot. Get this on the bottom, spread out all around, real nice. I'm gonna take a nice sheet of pasta. Don't worry about pieces break like that. It's fine. We get this in here like this. You press down, that's going to help the marinade move through it. And you take these pieces. You don't get, don't call the cops because it ripped. Just lay it in.
And going a little up on the sides.
It's going to go up a little bit on the sides. It's all good. There you go. Lasagna's down, right? Now we're gonna go here. Go with the bolognese. Evenly. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it either. You want to make sure every bite you got the good flavors.
Nice.
Can you guys see this? See how nice it is?
Yeah, so you're about what are you saying? Inch, maybe a little less than an inch, a layer of.
Yeah, you don't want to go too much, right? Because you don't want it to fall apart.
Right.
You're gonna make 3 layers here. That's good. Just want to make sure it's covered everywhere like that. It's perfect, right?
Oh, that's great.
Now we're going to take the cup. Just get it in there like this. Of course, that sheet's going to help you spread this.
Okay.
When you put the sheet on it, you press down on it. That's it. It's going to spread real nice on everything. Here. Good to go. Take Parmigiano Reggiano, layer that in. A little bit of a gut fill. We'll get that in the party too. Then we take our mozzarella cheese and we layer it right across. This is a party right here, Scott.
It really is. I mean, there's a lot going on in there. It looks awesome. It looks like one of these is going to be a ton of food.
It is. So just help it right here like this. Let me get that ricotta
So you're
spread.
pushing the ricotta down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think if you stopped at 1 layer, it would be a ton to eat. But we're going to keep
Okay,
going.
just go with a little bit of marinara. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Like
So
that.
not a full coat, just kind
Just
of
like that. Okay. Let me take this piece here. Leave the piece of tail here. Just take this. Layer this right in. Then you give it a little. Some people would cut this off. I leave it.
Okay.
You know why? That's the part that when it cooks, it's going to be nice and crispy.
Oh, nice. On
I
the
like
edge,
that.
that's
Yeah.
a solid edge piece.
Yeah, I like that. Some people cut it, said they like that squared off look. I'm more of rustic.
All right.
All right, now we just repeat the steps.
Nice. Well, I know you were shocked when I was telling you that grease was clean.
Well, they're trying to claim it. Not going to work here, buddy. Not going to work.
And they were claiming the first forms of it, but I think that's where the definition lies of. They basically are saying they put pasta layered with like a sauce.
They do something. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. But I think they use more of a flaky dough for it.
This was again like the
Right.
origins back to like it was saying when Romans conquered Greece, they basically took a lot of their food recipes, took what they were doing,
We didn't need the food recipe.
and then kind of brought the form of lasagna that closer. But they even said the early forms was like they were putting layers of lasagna, pasta, and using like a fish or something in there just because that's what they had.
That's what they had.
And they were building it that way. But it was the same theory of pasta, cheeses,
Right.
some sort of protein in there.
Oh, they are not going to get away with that. It's
You're not
Italian.
no. buying that.
Not buying.
That's where it came from. You're not
Buying
gonna,
it for a minute. All right, so
you haven't accepted that.
I'm not going because it's a lie. It's a flat out lie. Everybody knows lasagna is Italian. I mean, come on. I don't like Greek food. All right, and then we're back with the mozzarella again. All right, just lay the mozzarella in real nice. there's no rhyme or reason, right? You don't have to, like, you're not putting a puzzle together. Just get it on, get it in there.
So once it cooks, it's all gonna melt down
All
to
gonna
where you
melt
need
down.
it to be.
That's right. It's gonna be delicious. And this is not that expensive to make. We told it up by the slice. You know, once we slice this down, we're just under $2 per slice.
Yeah, which is for a great product where you can put that out
Right.
and easily add a small salad with it, right? If you're serving some
Right.
sort of breadstick, you know what I mean? Like all those things are going to add a ton of value to your overall entree. But I mean, you're easily, and again, we always bring different prices because you're in different parts of the country, different restaurants. You know, are you maybe a pizza shop? Are you a fine dining Italian?
Right.
Obviously, the recipe's going to work either way.
Gonna work anyway.
But your $14 price point could turn to $23,
Depending
on what
right.
your restaurant is.
Right,
But,
exactly. And again, we're just, I'm gonna dabble this in here a little bit. Just help with some moisture.
But looking at the raw food cost numbers, it's a win-win.
Win all day.
And that's what we've tried to do a lot of these, is showing how valuable these items can be from a food cost standpoint.
So, and another thing that's important with this, we use fresh pasta here, fresh macaroni. We didn't have to. Could have went with the dry.
Sure.
It works just as well. Listen, I've ate that more than I eat with the fresh.
Yeah.
But Altamonte's just has such a great line of fresh macaroni being made that I had to.
Right. But if that wasn't, if you don't have access to that, or you get it
I
from
go
your
with the dry.
supplier.
Oh yeah, the dried's fine. You know, this does definitely give you a different. It does elevate it.
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. So just get the rest of this cheese in there. You know, it sticks a lot because it's so moist. This is good cheese.
Yeah, it's fresh made sliced
Yeah.
mozzarella, right?
We're not gonna get more of that.
That's it for that.
It's kind of stuck on. That's all right because we're still gonna go here. Get the grated cheese on.
I like the grated cheese going on each level too. You know,
Oh, you have
I don't
to.
think I thought of that when we were doing it.
I have to. Go some of this, like that. Give it a little move around. Don't get upset if at some point your macaroni rips. It's fine. It's not the end of the world.
And we're still going to go against the frozen lasagna.
I think I have to.
We're going to see it. I mean, again, I think that's going to be one of those ones that it's going to be.
It's a challenge, right? I really like
Challenge,
this cheese.
but,
This cheese will really make a difference if I can get it. I can't get it. Throw something on there. I don't think it's any kind of challenge.
Right. But again, we've seen a lot of times you get that tray of lasagnas in a restaurant and coming from a Cisco or US Foods, and whether it's a Stouffer's brand or whatever, they're out there.
Not so many restaurants use Stouffer's, but I know people do at home. All right, so this is done.
Awesome.
It's gonna go in oven, 350, roughly 25-30 minutes.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you back here. All right, back with the lasagna. It's done baked. It looks
Oh,
great.
look at that.
I told you about the crispy ends.
You
That's
were
why I like to
saying
leave
it, and it looks.
I love the
those are-
crispy
yeah.
ends.
Perfect.
So I like to plate it this way. Get the marinara on the bottom of the plate. Swirl it real nice like that. This is how I like to do it, just like that. First one's the hardest, so you know.
Yeah.
Don't watch me.
We'll make sure that they know that. Solid.
Look at that. Look at
The
that.
layers. Look at that. I mean, it's great. Look at
That is a masterpiece. And that just sits right down in there, like that.
Look how big that is. Oh my gosh.
Right? You're telling me you're not getting $20 for that at a minimum? That is not a $20. So then I'd like to finish just like this. Just a little cheese. I like a little fresh basil right over top. And bang. Send that out to your guest.
Yeah.
You're not getting $20 for that?
I think they'd be pretty happy if
You're
I
gonna get
came
more than
to the
$20
table.
for that. There's no doubt about it. All right. Let's get this out of the way.
We made the
We got to do what
the frozen
kinda,
one to see.
Kind of what we're paid for
That's kind
here.
of what it looks like.
Doesn't look good. The macaroni is mushy.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably take a bite of that, but I did, and I tried to warn you.
But I have to.
Yeah. All right. Can we get into?
Yeah.
Can we get into this piece now?
Yeah.
Get this. Let me just put this where it belongs. All
Please
right.
do.
In the trash.
Please do.
And
Here.
nice crunch. Look at that.
That's one of the best parts. The crunch of it. Scott, come on over.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, look at this.
There you go. Now, lasagna is meant to be messy.
Right.
There's nothing neat about it. We know that. So we're okay here.
So do you think like ranking me like on your expertise of cooking? Lasagna, manicotti, stuffed shell. Is lasagna your go-to home run one, or is there like?
Depends. No, it depends. I like them all.
You can do them all.
Do 'em
You
all.
can do them all.
Well, it depends, you know. Which one I like to eat the best?
Yeah.
Well, I really like the man guts.
Okay.
I really like that because you can always do like a different kind of gravy to go on it.
Okay.
Something different. You can do like a seafood one.
I've had some seafood that
Right.
are really good.
Yeah.
It's like the crab meat, shrimp, little bit of shrimp in that.
Some shrimp
Yeah.
in it. Yeah. So I like that. But I like this one the best, I think.
Lasagna.
Yeah.
I would say probably me too. And I haven't had yours yet, so. Wow.
Well, I want to brag.
But
I don't think there's a better lasagna out there. I challenge anybody. And I like it with the fresh macaroni. But I like it with the dry too.
okay.
You know, it doesn't like if I went somewhere and they gave me a fresh, I'd be okay with it. If they gave me a dry, I'd be okay with it. I won't be disappointed either way. I like them both. I think it's just one of the dishes they work really good in.
That's
together.
really good. Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to sell lasagna in your restaurant, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. I don't see another reason not to use that recipe. Try it out. If you want it on there now, put it on a special. You know, you saw how easy it was. Yeah. I mean, you know, a couple little quality control points on the way that you need to manage, but
right.
I mean, overall, to put a dish like that on there, you know.
Well, one, you're going to become known for it.
Right.
Right. It's easy enough to do. Listen, if you do this every day, it doesn't take that long.
Right.
Right. But you do 2 trays a day. That's going to give you 18 portions.
Yeah.
You know, if you do 3 trays a day, you know, 27 portions. It's up to you what you want.
Sure.
But once you sell out, you're done.
Right. You're not making that on
the
fly.
demand. Let's say you make 27 and you only sold 20. Well, you got 7 rolling into tomorrow. It's not bad.
No.
It's actually a little bit better tomorrow.
Yeah, it's another great dish, another good profitable item to add.
Yeah.
Fresh ingredients, you know.
No, it's you know, when I go into places and I see something like that, you know, I'm just like, I don't. Why are you using that?
Right.
You know, it costs you more.
Right.
And I think if your customer comes in and buys that once, I don't think they're going to get lasagna again.
No, and I think they're going to in question like what other food products you have on your menu.
Well, what kind of place am I
using?
using?
Right. I mean, it's just one of those.
It's just not good.
The opposite goes for this. If you had this, you're like, wow, I need to try the chicken parm.
I need to try whatever they have.
What else is other
I'm not
item?
afraid to.
I might come back
Right.
and have that, but I still want to
Right.
see what else is out there because
Right.
of how amazing it is. And
Absolutely.
How,
All right, well, guys, check us out. fyourbusinessmovement.com.
Yeah.
Check us out on there. Leave us a message, something you want to see, maybe something you tried, and you know, you liked it, you liked the recipe.
Yeah.
A recipe, maybe you need a recipe for something. Let us know. We're saying a recipe. We don't hide anything. We put them out there. We're here to help. Any of your restaurant needs, you know, contact us. We're here to help. You know, that's about it. No? Guess we'll see you next time.